Civilization 7 PC requirements and specs. Can you run this grand strategy sequel? Civ 7 will take players throughout the same journey in short that we've been experiencing for quite some time. However, each game adds its own unique flair, alongside some dramatic new leaders. The Civilization 7 release date is February 11th, and it's releasing simultaneously on Windows, Mac, Linux, and consoles with crossplay for multiplayer. The PC versions of Civ 7 are available on Steam and the Epic Games Store, and it will be Steam Deck compatible. If you pre-purchase the Deluxe or Founders editions, you can start playing early on February 6th. This is the really big change. A game of Civilization 7 is divided into 3 ages: Antiquity, Exploration, and Modern. You'll pick a new civilization in each age, so while you might start as Egypt in Antiquity, you can end up ruling Spain during the Exploration Age, and then perhaps the French Empire in the Modern Age. You keep the same leader throughout, and leaders are thus no longer locked to the civ that best represents their historical context. Fans are highly anticipating this release, as Civilization 6 is now 8 years old, making a milestone of the franchise in development. Players aiming to play the game on PC will need to take the following requirements into consideration. Minimum: OS, Win 10 64-bit. Processor: Intel i5-4690/Intel i3-10100/AMD Ryzen 3 1200. Memory: 8 GB RAM. Graphics: NVIDIA GTX 1050/AMD RX 460/Intel Arc A 380. Recommended: OS, Win 10 64-bit. Processor: Intel Core i5-10400/AMD Ryzen 5 3600X. Memory: 16 GB RAM. Graphics: NVIDIA RTX 2060/AMD RX 60600/Intel Arc A 750. These are the requirements to play Sid Meier's Civilization 7 on a PC using Microsoft's Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system. The official spec recommendations cover 3 performance tiers, ranging from an entry-level low 30 FPS experience to maxed-out settings with ultra visuals, 4K, and a smooth frame rate of 60 FPS. Minimum requirements: low, 1080p, 30 FPS. CPU: Intel i5-4690/Intel i3-10100/AMD Ryzen 3 1200. GPU: NVIDIA GTX 1050/AMD RX 460/Intel Arc A 380. Memory: 8 GB RAM. Storage: 20 GB. OS: Windows 10/11 64-bit. DirectX 12. Recommended specs: high, 1080p, 60 FPS. CPU: Intel Core i5-10400/AMD Ryzen 5 3600X. GPU: NVIDIA RX 2060/AMD RX 60600/Intel Arc A 750. Memory: 16 GB. Storage: 20 GB. OS: Windows 10/11 64-bit. DirectX 12. Recommended for Ultra, 4K, 60 FPS. CPU: Intel Core i7-14700F/AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. GPU: NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070/AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT. Memory: 32 GB. Storage: 20 GB. OS: Windows 10/11 64-bit. DirectX 12.